Hello everyone, welcome. I am so sorry I'm late, but had to go to the library. Kids had fun doing all of the colouring in. But let's get right into it and let's start. Today, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing. I have a image that I have been researching and I found it on Pinterest and I thought that I would be able to copy it. So this is called casing, and it's where you take an idea from someone and then make it your own. So I'm going to be creating the shell of this card, which I will show you right now. I've got it up here on my computer. So as you can see, this is a Hallmark card, and I do have it linked in the comments so that way you can see the card on Pinterest and where I got the idea from. And it's a 3D card, so it will pop up, and the images that I'm going to be using today are going to be from the Friendly Hello suite. It is free in our Celebration catalogue. Our Celebration catalogue, let me just shrink that one down, is this one. I shouldn't say he, but this catalogue is running for the next month. They have extended the celebration for 2 weeks because the products weren't available, but now all of the products are. So let's just go through this celebration catalogue, and whoops, that went a little bit fast. So you can see it's there 28th of February until until it finishes. And to receive the free products, you spend $90 or more to earn the level 1, or $180 Australian to earn a level 2. This one here is a level 2 to spend over $180, and it's just one of my favourite. The other free one, I forgot to grab it out, is the Special Moments, which I will flick across to show you in a moment. But you have your daffodil free paper, that's with a $90 purchase, and there's some of the samples that you can make. These flowers here and the dies, they are in the mini catalogue starting in January to June, which I will show you. So this is another free one. I haven't got these stamp sets, so I'm just going to flick through to the one that we'll be using today. It's all very beautiful, and at the end of the video I'll show you some of the marvelous paper and the rainbow paper. It's stunning. These orders are cute. Okay, so this is the suite that we'll be using. It's the Friendly Hello stamp set. It also coordinates with some in colours, which is the Fresh Freesia, and our everyday colours, which is Pool Party, Petal Pink, Shaded Spruce, and the Granny Apple Green. I don't have the mauve colour, so I've put in a different one, which is the Highland Heather. Fresh Freesia is the name. Sorry, I just went blank. Yes, the Fresh Freesia. The Special Moments is the next stamp set for the 180. That's the one there that I'll show you at the end of the video with the other little free ones. So let's get started. I will flick back to my desk and I will shrink this down so I can see your comments, and if anyone's voting, hello to whoever's viewing. Alright, so we've gone through the stamp set and this paper, which is the free one. We will also be using this beautiful paper here. It's called Supple Shimmer. It's 12 by 12. It's a specialty paper. You have 2 pieces in the 2 colours, and it's in this catalogue here, the mini catalogue. I've marked them so that way I can turn straight to it. It's on page 67. It's $8.75 and you get the two colours there. As you can see, it shows blue in the catalogue, but this will actually pick up the colour. What I found is any type of paper that you use, it will reflect, but it does have a greeny tinge to it. It is still very beautiful, and I'll show you the pink. Now, it is glittery, but as you can see, it doesn't come off on your hands. That's what we love. This is the pink. Oops, what have I done? It's attached to the page. Oh dear. So, there we are. You can see that. How pretty is that? Gotta love some bling. Let's put that to the side. And then on page 9, we'll be using the iridescent rhinestones. They're a basic jewel. I don't know if you can see that there. They're iridescent, so when you move them around, they show off, you know, the blues and the pinks, and there's golds. It's a really great rhinestone to have for your everyday projects. It will just go with anything and everything, and that's on page 9. Okay, sorry about my page. I've been crafting. I've been practicing blending, which is going to be another how-to video. I've decided I'm going to do a how-to video and also a crafting video. I think that will go really well. So I'm just going to put this picture up on the screen for my image, so I've got something to look at, and just make that smaller so that way I can see it. Okay, now I'm just going to guess measurements as well with this. Oh, I forgot to run through my tools that I'll be using. Let's have a look at the tools I'll be using. Tools, we have your Take Your Pick tool. This will all be found in the annual catalogue. This is everyday items. Yeah, and take your pick. Your Tombow glue. The Stampin' Plus seal, which is really good for your 3D projects. It's very, very sticky and it's wonderful. The bone tool to help with the creasing to make it better. If there's any 3D things that I'd like to do, because I don't know what I'm going to do, these are your dimensionals. We have large and also your small. Now when I'm finished the dimensionals, I keep the edge parts because you can use those as well. Don't want to waste it. The mini glue dots, your paper snips. These are wonderful. Very sharp scissors. Don't let anyone use them. Now we have our blocks for the stamp set. That size is C, D and E. That will fit all of the stamps that are in the Friendly Hello stamp set. Also my chamois to clean the stamps and my trimmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some paper. Now I have chosen, because I don't have the fresh freesia in the ink, I have it in the paper. So I'm going to incorporate that. I love Highland Heather, and that was the supplement colour to the ink. And this is why I love Stampin' Up. It just, everything coordinates with everything. So you've got papers, inks, you know, your pens. It's just wonderful. And also your basic white. My inks, Highland Heather, Pool Party, Petal Pink, the Shaded Spruce, Granny Apple Green with the Granny Apple pen, and also the Black Memento ink. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's get started. I'm going to use the base with the basic white. Now I need to make a cube, and I am going to go half. So half of this paper, it is, when you measure it this way, whoops, is 21 centimeters by 29 centimeters, so it's A4. So half of 21 is 10 and a half. So I will trim it down at 10 and a half. Now, to make it in the cube, so 29, I don't know how big I really want this. So if I go 14, see, I'm just looking at the image, because when it's folded, it has to fit in an envelope, and a standard envelope. So I'm going to score it at half, which is 14.9 centimeters, and then I'm going to score it in half with my bone tool. So see how that sits up like that? When you go across the fold, it will sit flat, and that's what I would like. So take the second piece from when we cut the paper in half and score again at 14.9 centimeters. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. How am I going to make it? See, I don't want to do that. You can hear my brain thinking what I might do. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to score it at 1 centimeter, or maybe 1.5. Let's go 1.5, just to be safe. 1.5, and then fold him through like that. So then we will be able to stick that on our card here. And then on our second piece, 1.5 again, scoring. And then bone fold to get that nice fold. Okay, now that's good. It's sitting up. So that's quite large. I'm not keen. I think I'm going to go the other way. I think I'd like to see it not landscape, but that's okay. I can use these cards for a different project, and if I've got time, we'll be able to do some this afternoon after this, but I think I'll just do another video. I'm going to go the opposite way now and cut this in half. So this is me trying to figure out how to make a 3D project without instructions. I will just play until I get what I feel is right. So I'll just quickly go 10.5. So this bit of paper is 14.9, scored at 10.5, which is just cutting that A4 paper the other way. Now I think this is going to be much better. Yes, I am liking this. Okay, let's go 1.5 centimeters to score again. Now, I wasn't actually going to use a die cut, but I am. I'm going to use the die cut just to make it a little bit easier. You can use your trimmer, which is what I was going to do, but I just think using the die cut machine will be easier. So I'm liking that. And then what I'm going to do, I mean, you could make it a little bit smaller if you wanted to, but once we make that into the card, I think that would be perfect. Okay, so that's what we have at the moment. Now, the die cuts that I am going to use, these are called no, not the ornate layers. That's the wrong ones. Let's have a look. Sorry guys. I was going to grab these guys. They're rectangled stitched framelits. So we'll be able to grab these out. I do have them on the magnetic sheet. Let's have a look, see which one. I like that. Could go a little bit. No, I think. Yes, I think we will go the bigger window. I want to see more. Okay. I was hoping not to go off screen, but I just have to go and grab my Big Shot. I don't have the new emboss and cut yet. It is on my shopping list. I'll just go grab my Big Shot. Won't be a moment. Alright, now, just excuse him, he does have a lot of paper dust. He is awesome. You can't buy these anymore, they have discontinued from Stampin' Up, but their new machines are awesome, absolutely wonderful. So I've got the magnetic platform, and then my plate, my cardstock. Hopefully you can still see this as we're sharing camera space. Big Shot likes the camera. Okay, so then just position that to where you like it. I like to go towards the top. This is the artist in me, and the photographer. It's more pleasing to the eye to have an even amount on the sides and just a little bit more at the bottom. And it will also allow for the sentiment or the add-ons, for the flowers. So just popping down, what I'm using is just washi tape. If you've got masking tape, that'll hold as well. It's just to hold it in place so it doesn't move while it rolls through. The magnetic plate, it is good, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it'll accidentally shift. Now when you roll it through, you'll hear it clicking. It can be quite firm. There we go. Just hold the handle and it goes through. So I'm just going to take him back again. I'm just going to pop him aside. Alright. You just take him out. Like that. We can use that. So don't throw that away. And these stitched label dies are really pretty. Oops. They have, so when you stitch, I don't know, can you see the stitching at the edge of the image? I don't know if it's blurry, but you can see it there, or there. So that's just been impressioned into the thing. Okay, let's move all of this out of the way. Let's put that there. Now let's stick them together. I think what I'm going to do is just quickly measure. Where's my trimmer gone? Over here. I'm going to use this as a ruler. It's got, the trimmer is awesome. It has your 3 rules. So if you've got your 6x6 paper, you can use all of the measuring. So what have we got here? So because I'm going to create a triangle, so what I'm planning on doing is the inside part. So I'll flick my screen across to my image, back to the computer, and my image here. Okay. So see how on the inside you have that 3D look? You could use strips to go across. And what I mean by that is, I'll just quickly use a sticky note to show you. So you could do a strip like that, and then you could score it at the sides to make the edge, and then you would stick this on one side to the other, which will then give you that shelf to stick your images to. But I'm going to do something different. I'm going to cut my paper and I'm going to make it a triangle, and then I'm going to score along the side here, so that way then I can have some height, and then I'm going to have the opposite side on the triangle on this side. You'll see it, you'll be able to see my thought process as I go along. You're going to love it. I can see it now. So let's stick this together. Get your Stampin' Plus seal, and just make sure he's sticky. It took me a little while to run this, so if he does run off the side, you just go like that. I'm not a very straight driver either. Okay, just fix that one up. So let's fold him in half and line him up. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do to help me line it up? I saw this trick. Good old Bruno Petrucci, he says that what helps him line it up is the Stamparatus, and you go right to the very edge. I'm going to do that too. So you go right to the very edge, and to here, and to here. Look at that. That is perfect. And now the other side. I'm just going to run some adhesive along. Sometimes it doesn't start off as well. Oh, there we go. Folding it down and then in. Perfect. So that is the making of our 3D card. So when it goes into the envelope, it'll go that way. I have a feeling that it's actually a little bit bigger than a standard envelope. It'll be a 5x7 card by the looks of that. That's okay. Just shows that you love them. Which reminds me of a meme that I saw. It's like, how do you know if a crafter loves you? It's because they've used their best product and best cardstock on you. Had a bit of a chuckle. Okay, now a second bit of basic white. You can use different colours if you like, but I would like it to blend in. So get my trimmer. Have I forgotten to switch my screen? Yes. Alright, so what I've done is I grabbed the Stamparatus. I'm so sorry guys, you're probably like yelling at me, but I was so involved in my thought process and I was just running along with it. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Okay. So this is the card. So I stuck that one through, and to help me, I lined it up with the Stamparatus here. I run the tape, my Stamp and Seal Plus, along here like this, and then stuck it down to get there. Oh dear. Okay, what's that? Now, my card is 10.5, so I need a 10 centimetre piece, and half of that, which is 14.9, so I will do a 14.4, and then I'm going to put it on a diagonal and cut it into a triangle. Now, I'm not going to I'm not going to start chopping it from here. I'm going to bring my blade into the middle to pierce the paper, and I'm going to slide up and then back down, so that way your points are nice and sharp. And I didn't quite get that there, so I want it to sit inside my card this way, and I haven't allowed for the trim, the scoring, because when I do the score, that's going to make that point too short to adhere to that. So I can use those triangles for something else, another project. Let's try again. Okay. So if I need a 10 centimetre part, I will need, let's make it 11 centimetres. And then if I need a 14.4 triangle, I will then make it 15.5 centimetres. So I'm going to have to pull out my arm and make that 15.5. Now that's going to allow for the score line, which I'm going to do first. So I'm going to score it 1 centimetre, and when I'm chopping down here, I might do the 1 centimetre. I've done it again, you know. Because if I'm going to be using that triangle, I'm going to need that extra 1 centimetre that way too. Alright, let's try that again. Oh no. See, this is what happens when you're playing and you're figuring it all out. So, 10 centimetres, 11 centimetres for the scoring, and then 12 centimetres for the other side. Have we lost my camera? No? We're back again. Excellent. Scoring down. And that's okay. These strips I'll be able to use again, so there is no harm in that. So what did I do there? 12 centimetres. I need a 14.4, so 15.4, 16.4 for that. Okay, now, so we need 1 centimetre on one side, scoring, score another centimetre on this side, which will then give you the triangle. I'm going to cut. Remember, bring the blade down into the middle and then down. Sorry about that. Just making sure everything was right then. Alright, so now you can see you have a score on here and a little bit. If you wanted more, you could go a little bit more. So we're just going to fold that I'm going to move this guy out of the way. If only you could see my desk and the size that I have to work with. And then that's that one. Folding him back, like so. And this one here. Normally, what I would like to do is when I'm doing these videos is have everything sorted and organised and just all good to go. But sometimes life gets in the way of that. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere the triangle to the inside, and this triangle is going to go on the other side. We could decorate it first before we do that, and I think it will be easier. Okay, I think I'm going to use the fresh freezer to decorate my triangle. Oh, actually I'm going to use the paper. It'll be lighter. The cardstock's a little bit heavier, and I think I'll use that. I'll use this for the outside. For the inside, I might use the pattern, and I'm going to grab this all out here. Okay, let's have a look. We've got flowers. I'm really liking the leaves. I think the leaves for the inside of the card will be my go-to. I don't think I have to look at the other images. I mean, you could go the purple, but I'm liking the leaves. Let's do those leaves. Just going to grab my ruler, my brain. So what was the size of the paper that we used? So if we go 10, so I need a 9.5 by 14.5. Where did he go? Here. Let's put these triangles to the side. So we had 10, so I need 9.5 by, mind blank. Oh, I'm struggling today. Hi, Millie. She's just gone past saying hi. That's her favourite word at the moment. So 15, we need 14.5. Okay. And then we just need to turn that and pop him on an angle. And just lift him up, mark him. That's that one done. Pop him here, and we're just going to glue him down. Now you can use your Tombow glue. What have I done there? But that's okay. We'll be able to hide that. I should be careful. I'm loading everything over on my computer desk. Hopefully it doesn't turn everything off with the weight. Okay. That I did not think of. I mean, we can still use the flowers. There's no harm in that. But I do like the green. So I'm just going to grab the spare bit and make him, he's already 9.5, so 14.5. So we can always use our scraps. There's no reason to throw it away, because even the scraps make nice cards. Oops. Have to cut him into a triangle. Okay. Oops. into the middle, and then we've got the other triangle. Wonderful. Let's see how we're going here. Let's stick him down. I'm just going to pop glue. That's a new one. Let's use this old one. Thank you for coming to join me today to watch the video. I really appreciate it. And don't forget that if you love this product and you're buying it all the time, we have this wonderful joining special where you can purchase a kit. It's $169 and you get to choose $235 worth of product. It's awesome. Plus, if that wasn't enough, you get 2 free stamp sets as well. Excuse me, I'm going to... Sorry, the asthma's been pretty bad with this wind. Sorry. I should have bought myself a drink of water. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's line him up. Yeah, asthma is not great. So that's good. That's all lined up and that's drying. The reason why I use the Tombow is because you can line it up and you can maneuver it until you're happy with that. Now, I'm going to use the glue as well to line this up. So, to pop that in like that. Oh, I don't know if you can hear, but Millie just came in. Hi, hi, hi. And then Rob comes and quickly grabs her. Oh, she's so cheeky. She keeps us very busy. And then a little bit of glue on there. There we go. Slide him down. Make sure he's nice and even. Just the way that you like it. Look at that. That is amazing. I'm really happy with that. That's so good. Now, your paper snips. And then you just snip him off at the top. Oops. Done. Could do a little bit better than that, you know. Make it nice and even. Done. And that's adhered. Let's do the other side. Okay. So the glue. And a little bit on that there. I mean, if you wanted to, you could fold that back and put the glue on the other way like the other one was. But I'm okay with it being the opposite. This is where you need 12 fingers. And then you just line him up. So this is going to give the 3D effect. It's going to make sure he's nice and flat this side. So when he sits, he's going to sit nicely. Okay, I'm just, sorry, just had to get in there to push that one down and he's moved on me. Oh dear, that's okay. It's got glue all over my fingers. So that's good. That should be stuck. So you can see now the inside there. And let's trim him off. That's done. Nicely sitting. Okay, let's get some stamping. We can stamp the image, or we can have a look at the paper images to see what we can do. Let's have a look. See if there's any images that we could cut out and stick onto the box. I mean, you could do this one and stick him on. Like, I mean, the colour will match the green on the inside. Yeah, there's no solid ones. Alright, so let's get some stamps happening. And I'm going to stamp on Highland Heather. And I'm just going to grab, I'm pretty sure that I've got Highland Heather, the light, and yes I do, light and dark. I'm going to stamp using the black ink, black pimento ink, with these flowers, and then I'm going to use my blends to give them a bit of depth. Okay. Hello to the second viewer. Say hello. So I'm just going to gently peel him up. And because this is the photopolymer, I'm just going to let it sit, and then I'm going to pick him up with my E-block. I could use the D and, you know, turn him on an angle like that, but I'm just going to use this. So tapping in, tap, tap, tap. So it's nicely inked. Hi Millie. And then I'm running out of room here. And then I'm just going to stamp him down into the corner. I'm just going to quickly clean him off with my chamois. Just loves that sound. She goes, "Oh Mum, do you have to make that sound when you're cleaning the stamp?" So it squeaks. Just going to sit that there for the moment. And then just going to go in with the dark. And I'm just going to quickly go over the lines like so. I'm still learning the techniques. You can use your pointer end, which is what I'm using at the moment, or you can use your brush end. And then I'm going to grab the light one, and I'm just going to blend him out like that. Just to give him a little bit of depth there. It's really pretty. She's still saying hi to me. Now, this is my Stampin' Write. I do have the granny apple green in my blend, but I'm just going to grab that green leaf there. Okay, the snips. I'm just going to cut around. I know I'm supposed to leave a little bit when you're fussy cutting, but it's, you move the cardstock while you cut. Sorry, I get all focused and I stop talking. I mean, you can stamp this on the basic white too if you wanted to, and then colour him in, so that way then you could do whatever colour flower that you would like. I'm actually going to get that centre and I'm going to colour it. It just looks a little bit plain, doesn't it? I know I'm not doing very well, but it's really good. Oops. I still remember my year 3 teacher. She used to get so cranky because we had to cut out and leave the black line around the image. And she always says, "Why can't you do that?" I just never have been able to. Even to this day, still can't leave the black line. So, let's grab, I'm just going to use this Mango Melody. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's right. Mango Melody. And I'm just going to colour in just the centre there. And I'm going to grab a wink of Stella. Whoops. Just pull that one out. Just give that a light squeeze, just to give it a bit of a sparkle. How pretty is that? Now, with these flowers, you can put them on the outside, and I'm going to put the bird there too. So there is a stamp with the bird. How long have we been going so far? 48 minutes. I'm not even finished yet. Alright, now the bird, and I will stamp him on the white. Now, let's pull that up. Just let him rest there for a minute. And where's my, here, we'll just use one of the white sheets that we had there earlier. Now, where's my moment? Here. If only I could take a photo. Actually, I might take a photo of the aftermath of me crafting. It is so funny. You see me all nice and neat at the beginning, and then it's just everywhere. Now, it's always good when you are on the photopolymer to have a foam here. Take your pick. Sorry, it's a pierce mat. I can't remember what it's called. But it gives you, I'll do it again, it just gives you that sponge as like the rubber stamps give you. And then you'll be able to get a better, I know you may not be able to see the difference, but this one here is now darker than that one. Let's that one off. And let's colour this one in. What colour are we going to do the bird? Let's grab a nice blue. Is this the coordinating blue with the set? Yes, dark balmy blue. Put the lid back on the ink, turn him upside down. And is this dark or is that the light? This is the light. So I'm going to do the dark first. And with the pen end, I'm just going to go around the wings like this. Maybe just around his little bit of tummy. It'd be nice to have dies set because I'm lazy. I'm not much of a fussy cutter. And then grab the light with the brush end. I'm just going to lightly brush over. I don't think I'll do all of his head. I'll just do a little bit around. You can also get colour lifter. I don't have that pen yet, but you can get a colour lifter which will then lighten him up heaps more. And it just takes away the colour. I'm just going to go back in with the dark and go over the lines just to give him a bit of depth because that was just lost a little bit. There we are. Now he looks, maybe just his little tummy. And then I'll grab the light to go over his tummy just to blend that in. Yeah. Nice. I like him. And now the purple. Highland Heather. Is he that's the light. Grab the dark. So pretty. And then the light. Is that the right? Yeah. Just looked a little bit different to the dark one. Okay. Just going to use the light first. Let's colour that in. And then I'm going to grab that granny apple green in the blend as well. And the dark. So these projects, the 3D projects, do take a little while. Now let's grab my granny apple green, and I'm just going to take that over the leaf. There we go. And do I have a brown yet? Yeah, let's use the crumb cake. I'm getting used to the names, which is good. Look at that. Beautiful. Colouring in is so relaxing. There. Lovely. Let me just grab these pens out of the way. What else have we got in this stamp set? We have some leaves. So I'll grab this one. Let him rest facing down here. And I'm going to stamp him with some shaded spruce. That's the word I'm looking for. So, and then if you wanted lighter ones, remember last week when I stamped off and then you stamp on like that. That one didn't work out all that well. If I had it on the Stamparatus, I'd be able to ink it back up again and just go straight back over it. But I am not that good yet. There we go. That's better. Clean him off. Now, I've got ink on the block. A little bit excited. And pop him back. And we've got some single leaves. This is going to be really fiddly. And then granny apple green. Stamp him on. Look at that. I was going to stamp it over there. Beautiful. Alright. Let's quickly do this and make sure that's all close. Sometimes when they're newish, it's a little bit harder. Let's clean that stamp off. I know I can't. I've just got to clean as I go. Right. And then, whoops. Oh, have to move that one. Pop him back in there. That's not the way that it was supposed to go, but anyway, I'll fix that later. Okay, my snips. So I'm just going to snip that one. Okay. And cutting around. Oops. Okay. Now, it is very pretty. I do love this stamp set, Denise. It is stunning. Have you received your parcel in the mail? The card that you got last week? Yet? Okay, so I'm just cutting around the leaves, moving the card. You know, you could stamp all of your different stamps and just spend a night just fussy cutting in front of your favourite TV show. That sounds like a good idea. Realistically, I don't know if I could do that, but it would save time. Okay. Just moving the card. That's what I've got to remember. Move the cardstock, not the scissors. And it works out better, especially when you move it. And everything works out evenly. And done. It's okay, Mum. You don't have to apologise for being late. Oh, sorry. Not in the camera. My bad. Well, that one was a bit easy. cutting out these leaves. They're quick. I mean, there's so much that you can do with that card template for the 3D one. There's heaps of stamp sets that you could use. There's the flowering flowers. I think that one would be absolutely stunning. That was the stamp set that I had last week that I did the paper with. I can see that. Anything floral. You could do the leaves as well. The what's it called? Now that's going to get my brain thinking. It's one of my favourites. It is, where is he? Artfully layers. These guys. You could use that set too. I could see it. A card being made from that one too. So we had a good time at the library. At the children's library, they have this scarf flute thing. I don't know what you would call it, but it has all of these tubes and they line the ceiling and it has suction. So the kids put the scarves in one end and it goes through the tubes and all around the roof, and then they spit out and you see all these scarves flying everywhere because all of the kids are having fun putting them in and then following their scarf until it spits out. And then they've also got colouring in. So Millie loves colouring in. Scribbles, but she's still in the lines. I'm pretty pleased with that effort. And Alina's really good at colouring in now too. She's come a long way. And she knows what cardstock is, so that's another good thing. I'm teaching her well. And but yes, going back to the colouring in. They colour these fish, and once they finish colouring in, they scan them. And then once they're scanned, they pop up onto a TV screen, and it's an aquarium with all of these fish that the children have coloured in. And it takes forever to find that fish because there's so many in the aquarium or TV. But it's so good. And they've got the children library separate from the adults, which is another good thing. So when you go into the children's, it's full of energy and but when we went, because it was later, there wasn't as many kiddies there, but it was still buzzing, where I think the adults would be a little bit calmer. That's why you go with your partner. You can say, you can stay with the kids. I'm going to the library for the adults. But I didn't do that. I stay with the kids. Oh, and they've got this tree that the branches are all on the ceiling, and the trunk has this big cutout so the kids can sit inside the tree trunk and read their books. Yeah, it's just, I love it. I was like, where was this when I was a kid? Though I guess I was climbing real trees. Okay, I know that's only a little bit, but we'll be here forever if I don't stick that one on. So I'm going to stick that one there, I think, and then I might pop him in here. So I'm just building. So this is what I call building, and you get it ready to where you would like it. So this is going to be one triangle, and you can have these as full as you like or as empty. Like, not, I shouldn't say empty, but sparse. So I'm just going to I just wish I knew how to turn the image like this way. I'm sure there's a way, and I'll have to research it so that way I know. But I'm going to pop him here, and I'm going to have some leaves around him. So let's do that. Now, the easiest way for me is mini glue dots. These are great. Oh, I grabbed my new box instead of the one I was using. That's okay. That's alright. We all use these ones. So it comes in a roll, and you just peel it back. And oh, my glue dots are all coming off onto this sheet here. It should be the other way around. It's okay. So we want him to stick here, so we need a glue dot here, and probably over there. So that's what I'm going to do. So you just pop him on, and then it should just automatically come off. What is going on? Let's try that again. Let's try a different one. Okay, there it is. All on. I just had to use my fingers there a little bit. And then onto that one. Yep. And then, where do I need him? One on the tail. And then one on the tail. Like this. And now he's on. That dot is just a little bit high. So with the dots, you can maneuver it. You can take it off and maneuver it without damaging your card. That's quite lovely there. And then I'm just going to tear this off. It seems like it's back to front. My other glue dots was the other way. It was on the actual, it was on this part, not that part. So I don't know if it's what I've got is faulty and I need to, but they're still working. It's just they're a little bit difficult to get off. Sorry, back into the camera. Okay, and then grabbing, so I'm just, grabbing and it's pushing that in there. So now it looks like that. And let's build it up. I'm just going to grab these guys and I'm just sticking it behind, okay? So I put the, have I got any more glue? Yes, I've got one glue dot left on that one. So I'm putting the glue dot on the front of the image, so that way then I can just stick that there, like so. Just going to grab another one. I might just grab the strip. I find it easier taking the strip off with this one. Yeah, he came off properly. That was good. Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, then stick that one in there. And I might do a nice dark one there as well. So I can almost hear you say, well, where do we write on this card? So when it's folded up, like, hang on a second. When it's pressed flat, it will fold. I just have to wriggle it about. You can put your message here or here, okay? And then, because that'll be at the back. And then you can stamp and decorate this or put more paper on. But this is just the initial, I think. You know, I'll have to perfect this because this is my first prototype of this card. So It's been a pretty good effort so far. And then once I'm done, I'll show you the original card, and then I'll show you my cased card, and then you can tell me how you think I go. Okay, now I'm just going to pop him back here. I'm really excited. It's actually worked out. I think once I perfect the measurements, it will be good. It's just the triangles on the inside. I'll have to figure that out. I'm going to put one of these behind here as well. I think he might. Yes, I like it. I like it in between, so that one's all gone. Let's grab another strip. And I'm going to pop him on the back. Oops. Slide him in between the bird and down. There, that's where I had it. It's not sticky. Good. I'm really liking this. And then I'm going to put these last 3 leaves on the back one. Or maybe I could pop them up here actually, on the corners. 2. And just to balance it out, I'll put this second one up here. What do you think of that? The one last dot there. And then I'm just going to maneuver him down a bit and pop him on. There. Alright. Now, the sentiment. I'm going to grab my punch that I used last week, I think. Let's see how we go here. I just had to measure that. So with the punches, they've got this button underneath that locks it, so it can be stored flat. So to use it, you unlock it, and then punch. And I'm going to use the black. And what sentiment am I going to use? I think I'm going to use this one here. This one says, "You have my love and support," which is really beautiful. Like, everyone is going through something right now. So this will be a nice card to give. Okay, center that. Wonderful. I don't know, is that... No, that looks good. It just looks a little bit blurry, but I don't know if it could be because I've rocked it a little bit. Let's try that again. Turn him over. Actually, I might clean that just in case I've inked him too much. Okay. Let's try that again. Yes, I did rock it. But I think that one is better. Crooked, but better. Oh well. That's okay. We can... Do you know what I can do? Let's do a Nelly and let's fix this up. Let's see if I can... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put some little bling on it. Where has My pretty's gone. I told you, the mess that I have here is unbelievable. Have I put them to the side over here with the paper? Yes, I have. Here they are. Now, you take your pick. You can use this end and you can grab it. So you just push and lift. Now I'm going to try and draw everyone's eye away from the crookedness. So I'm just going to put a big one up here. And now it was meant to be like that. Completely. I'm going to put my dimensionals. So with the dimensionals, I'll show you how to use, so once the packet is empty, all you do is you just snip, and then on this side, you just snip the, what do you call it, the divot, the point part, and that will give you more dimensionals. Love them. Okay, you get the picture. I was just about to say, what? Where'd my things go? No, that's the back side. Okay, and this one, and then I'm going to pop that one in down here, and that one there, or maybe one in the center too. You can never have too many. Yeah, perfect. All right, there. And then I guess if you wanted to, you could stamp some more flowers, and you can pop, more up and around there if you wanted to, if you didn't want that bling. But I think I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to blog about this card. I'm going to look at the measurements, and I will post up my blog within the next couple of days, and it will have the tutorial there for you inside that blog with measurements for the card, the inserts, and then the how to make that template, so that way then you can just decorate it with whatever you want. You don't have to use what I've used today. You could use anything. I mean, you could make a really nice Valentine's Day card with nuts and bolts. It's a very cute set, and I've been playing around with that. I made a shaker card, so maybe that could be my next video for Valentine's Day. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll make a Valentine's Day card. When is the 14th, guys? What's the date today? Today's the 5th. So the 14th is Monday. So yes, on Saturday the 12th, we'll make some Valentine's Day cards. Yeah, it is very pretty, isn't it, Mum? Yes, so I did say at the end of the video that I would show you some of the free product papers, and I have the otters. So the one that we were using today was a $180 free product, and then this one, the special moments, is the other $180. If you spend over $180 or $180 and over, you can spend that. But I would, if you were thinking of spending over $180, I would really recommend joining because of that special. You can purchase your kit, it's $169, and receive $235 worth of product plus 2 free stamp sets of your choice. why wouldn't you? And there's nothing to say that you need to do what I need to do. You know, you don't have to. You could just be there for the 20% discount and set yourself up. And yeah, there's no stress in to to sell if you don't want to, which I think is wonderful. So it has many sentiments. You can't have enough sentiments with sympathy for someone who is wonderful in each and every way. Happy birthday, just everything, like each sentiment for every occasion. Then you have awesome otters, and I've seen some really cute cards. I haven't inked him up yet, but I really want to, and I really want to pair him up with this marvelous paper. The marvelous paper is amazing. I'm just going to see, that's that side. So you've got the softer side with all of the different colours. It's all very pretty. I'm also going to venture into the scrapbook pages because I'm also a scrapbooker. I've documented Jessica up to her first 5 years and then her school years. Maybe I could do a video and I could show you her albums, just so you can see what I love. I just preserving memories so that way when Jessica's my age and I'm, or hopefully I'm still kicking, but if I'm not around, at least her story's been told and she has everything together. That's something that's important to me. I love photos, slideshows. I think when Mum and Dad used to have slideshows, I think I was the first one there on the carpet to listen to their stories. Love family history. Then we have the rainbows. This is one of the products that wasn't in and it has now arrived. Everything is available now and I'm really excited to use this one. So this is this side. And then that's that side. And you can make masculine cards with this, children's birthday cards. Just, with these kind of patterns, it's very anything that you want it to be. The rainbows. It's wonderful. Whoops, I grabbed the spots. It's very bright and cheery. Makes me feel happy every time I look at it. And I've got 2 of these. I can't help it. There's nothing like opening fresh new paper. Makes me happy. And then we've got the clouds. And then we've got the little rainbows, the white rainbows, and then the clouds. The clouds are quite nice. And you could cut that around, with the card. There's nothing to say that you couldn't make this a rainbow card just by using DSP, just by cutting around that. And then there was that really big rainbow. You could cut the sun out. The sun's here. These big rainbows. You could make the card into anything. It's awesome. So that's that one there. I didn't cut down. I thought the video's gone on for almost an hour and a half, so I didn't cut down, but I'm going to finish the card off camera, and then I will take photos and put it all on the blog, and I really hope that you visit it and make your own. And then when you see that blog post come up, pop all of your creations underneath it, and it'll be great to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye.